This week's Big Little recipe is simple and quick enough for a weeknight. We are going to be making bulgur feta fritters with a lemony parsley and cucumber salad, and I just told you every ingredient that you will need. So we are just toasting the bulgur. This is going to intensify its natural nutty flavor. So bulgur is a Middle Eastern staple. It's a grain that I always have in my pantry. These are wheat kernels. They've been par-cooked and crushed, so they cook up super, super quickly. It is great for a weeknight when you think you don't have a ton of time to make dinner. Only thing to keep in mind when you're looking out for it is just to look out for the coarseness. This recipe uses what's called a medium grind, also known as a number 2 bulgur. You can find it a little bit finer or a little bit coarser, which is great for other recipes, but in this context, go for the medium so it cooks up right for the fritters. So I have 1 3/4 cups of water here. In addition to the water, we are going to be adding some feta brine to our bulgur. These are 2-ingredient fritters. You just need bulgur and feta, so why not use the feta brine? It adds some saltiness, some cheesiness. It makes a huge difference in the flavor, and it's no extra ingredients, it's no extra work. Our liquid has come to a boil. I am just going to cover the pot, drop the heat to low, let it simmer for 18 to 20 minutes, just until the liquid is absorbed and the bulgur is nice and tender. So while our bulgur is cooking, we are going to work on our feta, which is just as simple as crumbling it up. That said, we are going to crumble it unevenly on purpose. So I'm gonna break this into about 2/3. The majority we're gonna finely crumble so that it melts into the bulgur. And the rest we are going to roughly crumble so that you get those kind of big chunks of feta. It's really nice to get like a pocket of cheese when you bite into a fritter. So our bulgur is totally cooked. This is one of those nice cases where you don't have to worry about overcooking it. If it gets a little bit mushy, that's actually to our benefit. So I'm just gonna take a fork and kind of smash it a few times, encouraging it to get sticky. Now we are going to add our finely crumbled feta and encourage it to melt. And now you're just going to toss in those big chunks of feta. Because these are bigger pieces and we're going to be stirring them in less, they are going to stay intact, which is really nice. So while this is still warm, we are going to form it into patties. So I am going to portion out my fritters. You could do this using 2 spoons. I really like using a tablespoon-sized disher. I call it an ice cream scoop or a cookie dough scoop. It just makes it the whole thing really easy and really quick. So now that these are all portioned out, I'm just going to smash them with a fork. You could also use your hand, whatever you prefer. So now that our fritters are totally formed, I'm gonna pop them in the fridge and then we can work on our parsley salad. So we have washed an entire bunch of parsley. Instead of lettuce, this is going to be our green. Bulgur and parsley are a really beloved combo in tabbouleh, but instead of them being together in one salad here, the parsley is separate. So just discard the really tough woody stems, but then the leaves and tender stems, we want all of that. It is so delicious. So we are going to be dressing our salad with lemon, and we are going to be using every part. So I am going to use a microplane, any fine grater, just to get some of that zest. It has so much intense flavor. Just just eyeball however much you want. I'm gonna use about half of the lemon. And generously drizzle with olive oil. The nice thing about a parsley salad is that it's not gonna get too soggy. As it sits, it's actually just gonna get more flavorful, almost like it's marinating. Our fritters are totally firmed up. You can either cook them all at once if you think you're gonna eat them all right now, but they do keep in the fridge for a couple days. So if you want, you can just cook up however many you're gonna eat and then eat them with the salad. So our fritters are done cooking, our salad is ready. I am so excited to dig in. I love eating this when the fritters are still warm and melty and the salad is cool. It is such a nice contrast. This has so much flavor. It is so bright, but because of the fritters, it's also really hearty and filling. It is my perfect idea of a weeknight dinner, but it also feels special enough for a weekend too. I can't wait to hear what you think about it. Let me know in the comments if you make it, and I will see you soon for another big little recipe.